Well, let's get started. This is our first doodle, the winter mittens. This is a very easy and fun doodle. You can see a reference photo there on the bottom of the screen. I'm not following exactly, I'm just kind of having fun, kind of creating my own design here for this mittens. Um, this doodle is very useful if you are learning how to draw or if you just want to take a break from, whatever it is that you're doing. Maybe trying to take a break from screen time. Just grab a paper and a pencil, maybe a fine liner, and just have fun doing these doodles. Don't try to be perfect. Just enjoy the process. Do a little bit of shading and create your own design. Don't worry about perfection. We're just having fun and experimenting. All right, here's our next doodle. It's just a scarf, and you have picture, a reference picture there, but I'm really not following that picture. I'm kind of just creating my own pattern and trying to make it a little more interesting with more designs, geometric lines and shapes, and just really trying to uh, create something of my own. So, by the way, my name is Trisha. I like to create drawing videos and doodles and share with you guys. I think doodling it's a very relaxing activity. A lot of people find it beneficial to calm down and just to take some time away from any kind of worries or um, anything that is going on in your life. And sometimes it's just fun. It's just um, enjoyable. This is quality time. This is going to be a bit of a long video, um, but again, this is quality time. So I think it's fun. It's okay if it takes a long time to do these drawings. And it's really not a long time, but it may be a little more than usual. All right, here is our next doodle, the winter hat with a pom-pom on the top. I think that's what it's called. um, Again, I have reference photos there, but kind of just creating my own design here, and I'm trying to make it very beginner friendly. So I'm just making very simple geometric patterns there, nothing too complicated. If you want to try this, just uh, make sure that you set some time to do this. You might watch my video and many other videos that are out there, and it seems that people do things so fast, and we really don't. This video is speeding up at least twice or two times the normal speed. I don't draw this fast. I really like to take my time and go over the details slowly and stop for a little bit and think what else I need. So take your time when you're doing these doodles and drawings because, like I said, it is quality time. Our next doodle is this ear muffs, I guess, or ear warmers. I don't own one of those. I would like to have one of those. Maybe this winter I will get myself one of those. Seem to be very warm. Now our next one, it's a very simple pair of socks. Those don't really look like a very warm winter socks, but I just wanted to make it very simple and easy. So again, here the challenge always is to make them both look exactly the same because they are a pair, right? So it's okay if they're not perfectly um, and exactly the same. Just try your best to make them look as similar as possible, and just have fun with the process. You can see I'm not following exactly what's in that reference photo again. I'm just kind of just enjoying the drawing and creating my own design and shapes. Okay, our next doodle is a man's sweater. I'm just calling men's sweater here because of the shape. It's kind of big. It's kind of has large shoulders. So I guess that's why it would be a man's sweater. And I don't really have a reference photo for this. Kind of just creative from memory. I feel like there are not a lot of sweaters in this kind of design anymore. This type of sweaters were more common, I think, during the 90s. So maybe this is like an old fashioned or vintage men's sweater. Because I really don't see those around very often. And this is also a turtleneck sweater. So that's why it has that large neck over there. So again, I'm just kind of trying to get creative here. That is the purpose of doodling as well, is kind of to warm up your creativity. It's good to just try to create something from memory. Like, what do you remember of a sweater? Maybe a sweater that you used to have when you were young, or maybe a sweater that you have seen somebody wearing and you look so nice and it look cool and uh, that sort of thing. So try to use your memory a little bit sometimes when doing these doodles. And and if you don't remember everything perfectly, that's okay too. Uh, just go with the flow and create something new. Uh, that's what creativity really is all about. Is try to create something from your experiences, from your memory, something that you remember, and something completely new that you just decide, well, it has to exist here in this paper. That helps to develop the creativity, and it's fun, it's enjoyable. All right, moving on to our next sweater. Now I think this is a ladies sweater because it has a little more details, and it's a little smaller on the shoulder. This one does not have a turtleneck. And I kind of went almost a little overboard here with the decorations for this sweater. So maybe some people will call this the ugly sweater, the ugly Christmas sweater. I guess it all depends on the colors that you put it in here. But yeah, I kind of really try to do a lot of decorations for this sweater here. And maybe somebody will say, well, that's not something that people will use um, uh, every day. Uh, it's more like a fun winter Christmas ugly sweater for the ugly sweater party. I don't know. Or maybe it could look good depending on the colors. And I'm so, as you can see, they're not being very careful with those lines, so they're a little bit crooked. That's okay. Um, my goal here in this type of doodles is not to have perfection, but just enjoy the process and kind of gives myself a sort of a warm up, both in the creativity and also on my hands, on how I hold the pen. And so you see me there trying to fix a few things that went wrong, but I'm just not too concerned. I kind of just want to warm up and give myself that chance for this experience. All right, so we are ready here. with the boots. We cannot forget or not have winter boots, right? Well, at least for the type of winter that I have here, we definitely, I'm in Colorado. So here we definitely need to have winter boots. And I tried to make this one very simple and very beginner friendly. That's why they're positioned that way, as opposed to be like a front, like position, like standing, like facing you directly. They're kind of opened up like that. So it's a very beginner friendly. Uh, just as the gloves and the socks, the challenge here is always to make them look exactly the same. But just try your best. Like I said before, um, don't try to be perfect. This is a good exercise just to add something on your sketchbook or fill your sketchbook page with random drawings. We're not looking for perfection, so just have fun. Having fun with this doodle, with this type of drawing, that is the main goal. It also helps with our practice, exercise drawing. It also helps to exercise creativity, and also it's very relaxing. So that's what's important. Now, here our next doodle. It's a little girl's coat, I think, and this is also, I think, is a vintage coat because I don't see many little girls wearing these anymore, um, at least not where I live here. Um, Most people wear, those puffy winter coats. This one seems to be a more vintage style, but I think it's so cute and very beginner friendly as well, because it has this kind of a cone shape, and just try to create something different, something that we don't see every day. So right there, just doing the buttons, or how this coat is designed. Not too preoccupied to make it look very realistic. It's just to have fun in the process. I hope you are enjoying these doodle videos that I've been posting lately. Um, if there's anything that you would like to see me drawing, you can leave in the comments, that if you want more full drawings or if you prefer doodles. It would be very helpful for me to have like some feedback from you guys to hear what is helpful for you. What type of videos you need more details? You need me to spend more time with a certain type of drawing, or do you prefer to just watch something quick? And it would just be very helpful to hear from you guys. Okay, so our next doodle is another winter hat, also with the pom pom. I love those pom poms. Um, but this one here, I slowed down the video a little bit because I want you guys to see how that needed shapes or threads, how we can draw them. So here, um, I'm just trying to show you in more detail how you can make something look like the, the patterns of a needed um, hat or sweater. You can use the same pattern on anything. So I flip the drawing upside down now so I can do more easily. I find it more easily to draw in this position and move the paper around as many times as I need to. So this is how you make the look of something that was needed. Um, it's really very simple. It's kind of like you making a whole bunch of hearts and just pile them up all together, sort of thing. I hope you try this drawing, these doodles. They are really fun. They were really enjoyable. Like as you can see, I had already pre-sketched with pencil. So then now when I bring in with the fine liner, just kind of spend more time with the shading and the details and not as much with the pre-sketch phase of the drawing. So, as any winter drawing, we cannot forget our Santa Claus hat, or this, if this is not a red and white hat, that can be just called a long winter hat. I don't have any of those. Would be interesting to have one very colorful and cute. Um, but this can be a long winter hat or a Santa Claus hat. If you're gonna color in red and white, just do a little bit of shading and it's done. All right, another scarf, and this one here, I just did more details, and I call it a heart scarf or a scarf of hearts. Um, just I just wanted to do something more than just lines and add some kind of actual drawing, but at the same time keep it very simple and very beginner friendly. As you can see right there, I'm using the fine liner. And then now that I'm going to start covering most of it in black, I'm going to use, you will see me soon here, using a much thicker um, pen. It's also a micron pen, but as you can see there, the tip is very thick. Yeah, so I switch pens throughout the drawing. I use mainly 01 for most of the drawing. And the details, small details, I use 005. And when I have to do something dark like this, a lot of black, then I use a much thicker nib from the micron pens. All right, so now our next doodle, it's going to be winter gloves. Of course, we need to have those, right? And this one, I also kept very simple. They're kind of small. I feel like maybe they are children's winter gloves. I don't know. But do whatever design you want. Since this one is small, I'm just having that pattern uh, shape drawing in it, just so we have something. But I try to keep it very simple. Okay, now for our next drawing, our next doodle is this, I think it's called Draper's winter hat. Maybe that's not the name, and maybe wherever you live, your region, maybe you guys call it something else. But it's those kind of winter hats that cover the ears, and they come in many shapes. Some of them can be very simple. This one here, of course, I had to decorate, and I decided to do stars on this one over here. Just decorate however you like. You can put flowers, lines, dots, polka dots, whatever you like. And our last but not least doodle, it's sweater dress. And this is a pretty puffy, I guess, sweater dress. Um, it could be a very large sweater as well. But you can see how the sleeves are much shorter than the body of the garment. So that's why I'm calling it a dress, because it's kind of long, or it could be just a long sweater. And I'm just doing those designs and lines, um, diamond shapes, I guess that can be called, just like any winter sweater would have, something like that. Just shade as much as you want to. If you want to keep it just the lines, that's fine too. You don't need to complicate. This is your sketchbook and your doodle. Um, so for as much as you're having fun, just do as much shading and details as you like. All right, so because I love winter so much, I decided to write it in the middle. I love winter. Of course, you can skip that, or you can just write something else, or just add more doodles. But I had this was a large size sketchbook, so I had too much paper. So I just had to cover, um, uh, add something else in the middle. It could be just more doodles, but I decided to make this is not a calligraphy, but I decided to make a sort of a writing area in the middle. And I'm just decorating and shading. Uh, this is not by any means a good calligraphy example. Uh, I just was just trying to make it quick and cover the middle with something interesting. You can take more time if you want to and create something with more details and um, give more interest, add something interesting to your um, page full of doodles. I hope you are enjoying this video. If you are, I ask you to subscribe. That will help me a lot so I can keep bringing more um, videos like this for you guys. And also leave me a comment. Let me know, if you're enjoying and if there's something else that you would like to see during this doodle videos or drawing videos, drawing tutorials. So of course here I am adding now some snowflakes and also keeping them very simple. It's really not hard to draw a snowflake. I mean, unless you want to make it realistic, and that's not my goal here. And just trying to make the representation of what a snowflake uh, could look like. They all look different. So I'm slowing down the video here. So if you have never done a drawing like this of a snowflake, you can see more or less how it can be done. This is just an example. And I also kept it very beginner friendly so everybody can try. We are almost at the end of this video. I also going to add a little more decorations to this sketch page and add a little more to this um, doodle composition, just adding hearts because I love winter, and a few um, more snowflakes falling down. Well, I hope you had fun with this, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Don't forget to give a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and leave me a comment below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.